This is my video for solving systems of equations by multiplying first. You can think of this as solving by adding part 2. Here I have a system of equations, and you'll remember that's two equations that you're going to solve at the same time. And I want to solve these by adding. I notice that my equations are already in standard form, and that standard form is going to make adding them much more efficient than any of the other two methods that we've done so far. So I noticed that if I were to just add them like I normally would, I wouldn't be able to cancel out any of the variables. If I just add these two equations together, I would end up with 3x plus 8y equals 11. And I still have both my variables, so that's not going to help me. I could try subtraction, but then I would end up with x plus 6y equals 7. Again, I still have both variables, both x and y. So adding and subtracting aren't going to help me. It would be really nice if one of my variables would cancel out with the other equation. And I remember my rules for algebra, and I remember that as long as I do the same thing to both sides of the equation, that it won't change the value of x. I've written this down here for you, and it'd be a great thing to make sure you have in your notes. So I notice that I have x plus y equals 2, 2x plus 7y equals 9. If I multiply my top equation by negative 2 on both sides, because remember that's the rule if I want to not change the value of x or y, if I do that, that means that x will then be negative 2x, and that will cancel out with the 2x below. So I'm going to do this multiplication, and my equation becomes negative 2x plus negative 2y equals negative 4. And my other equation is 2x plus 7y equals 9. I add these together. My negative 2x and positive 2x cancel out. My 2y and my 7y, well, those are like terms. Those are going to combine to be 5y. Negative 4 plus 9 is 5. I can now divide by 5 on both sides. And I get y equals 1. I'm going to substitute that result into one of my original equations in order to solve for x now. So I'll do x plus, now y is 1, equals 2. Subtract 1 from both sides, and I get x equals 1, y equals 1, which means my solution is 1, 1.